Do we have anybody on the streets?
Six o'clock, please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Call the roll.
Benjamin.
Here.
Baylor.
Here.
Holman.
Here.
Kasdorf.
Here.
Sardina. Here. Darts.
Here.
Is there anyone desiring to be heard? None. Consent agenda.
I'll make a motion to approve the consent agenda.
I'll second it.
Motion has been made and seconded. Any discussion on the motion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
On opposition, say nay. Motion passes. Communications?
None.
Thank you. Committee reports, library board is next week, so we'll not have a report on that tonight. Building board,
Building board met this evening at, what time do we meet? 5:35. We can approved an occupancy for A2 Fit LLC located at 5201 North 125th. And we approved an occupancy pending licensure for Vital Guard Pharma Direct at 4554 North 126th. End of report.
thank you. Plan Commission met tonight. We had a public hearing on switching over one of the businesses over to an institutional governmental, which is also a public hearing for us tonight. And the Plan Commission did make a motion to recommend this to go to the full village board. Report of the administrator.
So our water bills went out last week. It did reflect the March approved rate case increase for the village. So on average, with the fire protection charge increase, it was about a 32% increase. We are receiving the fire department request for proposal submittals until tomorrow at 4 p.m. We already have 2 in. We're expecting at least 2 to 3 more. So we will be reviewing those starting tomorrow. We also are working on our budget, which is the main holdup is those RFPs. So once we have those all in and sorted out, we can move ahead with the budget. At this time, I am going to defer to Chief Zalewski for an update on the police department staffing.
Our guest of honor just stepped out. So good evening, everyone.
Grab the mic.
Good evening.
Yep.
You do it.
Yep.
Should be on.
You got battery issues.
Yeah, no.
Be working. Okay.
You can do it.
Anyways, good evening, everyone. Thanks for coming out today. We got a little bit of a small crowd, but we're here to honor Officer Troy Haney tonight. So August 14th, Officer Haney completed his probationary period, his 18 months at our department. So as per protocol, we always like to acknowledge our members, especially when they complete probation. And so the exciting thing about Troy is when he was hired back in February of 24, when Chief Wendland retired, and he's the last officer that we hired. So now our entire department is off probation and we remain fully staffed. So it's a big deal for us internally. So we have the whole department here. Taylor's out on the street. He's the only one that's not in here. So I was telling Jeff in the back, you're in the safest place in Butler right now. But no, Troy's working third shift for us. He does a great job. Again, it really makes me proud to see everyone again has developed over the last couple of years, and then we have a permanent department and permanent status with all of our officers. So again, it speaks to the great team that we have, support from the board, from the administrator. Troy's got some family if you want to introduce them, and then I'll turn it over to you.
Yeah, it's been a good year and a half. Been a great place to work. It's been a fun place to work. And being welcomed in here as a permanent member of the police department is an accomplishment. It means a lot to me. And I don't think I'll leave you at all. I got some family here. I got my dad, my stepmom, and my mom. I appreciate you guys coming. I appreciate your continued support for everything. And, it doesn't go unnoticed, and I always appreciate that. I also want to recognize the police department that showed up. Minus one guy who's working the road right now. it's, it says a lot about this department. We have guys that, this isn't a requirement, yet we have guys coming in early for this. We have guys that worked the shift earlier, came back specifically to be here for this. And, even another guy who came in off the road. I guess one guy doesn't like me very much. I'm not hanging out with him. But yeah, outside of that, I think that says a lot about this department. It's like a family bond. We support each other a lot. We're here for each other, and we show up for each other. So I appreciate you guys, and I look forward to continuing my career working with all of you guys, working for these supervisors, chief and the captain, and there you go. Old partnership.
So no, he's not so bad.
And obviously for this police department, it's been a fun time up to this point, and look forward to continuing. So, thank you all, appreciate it.
Very good.
Thank you.
End of report.
Okay, thank you. This time we'll open for a public hearing at 6:06. Ordinance 2513, an ordinance to rezone certain lands in the village of Butler as I-1 institutional and governmental district under section 5476 of the Village of Butler Municipal Code. Is there anyone that would like to speak to that? None. We will close at 6:06. Unfinished business. Discussion and possible action on strategic goals for 2026.
Yes, so last meeting, we had a discussion on our strategic goals for 2026. I was asked to compile a list that we provided to the village board last time. We kind of gave some examples. We put them down on paper with a couple different objectives and how to reach that. Mr. Kasdorf did provide us with a couple additional items. And then Mr. Holdman did contact me after the meeting and also suggested a couple more. So this is just to review those strategic goals. If you want me to add anything, take anything out, let me know. I know that Mr. Holdman did contact me today and state that he did have some wording that he wanted to add on the last goal. So we can open this up for a discussion.
The only thing that under employee retention, I would just like to add the word police union contract, the word police on that. So we know which contract.
Oh, the first one? Okay.
Yeah.
First bullet, okay.
Trustee Hogan, did you have
Yeah,
others?
and then just a typo right above. So the bullet above property maintenance, I think it means begin reconstruction of the alleyways.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, just my input that I shared with Ben earlier on the bottom for vision and brand development. I came up with a sentence to consider for that. So that was to develop and establish an overall vision statement for the village along with branding that is simple, recognizable, and supports that vision. And obviously that can be a wordsmithed if you just decide to do something along those lines, and I can always email that to you if you need me to.
That'd be great.
Okay.
Any other comments from the board? Do we want to make a motion on this? To accept the goals for 2026?
I'll make a motion to accept the strategy goals for the 2026.
I'll second it.
A motion has been made and seconded. Any discussion on the motion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
On opposition, say nay. Motion passes. New business proclamation, item A, proclamation 25-01, a proclamation recognizing the week of September 20 through 28, 2025 as Wisconsin Stormwater Week.
Yes, so this is sponsored by Sweetwater. They help us fill out our MS4 permit. Passing this proclamation goes towards our educational campaign credits and also just lets everybody know that we do value the importance of stormwater awareness and reducing stuff like illicit discharges and keeping salt under control. So this is just a proclamation that we send to Sweetwater, and then it does get recognized by the state.
Thank you. And we've been doing this the last couple of years.
Correct.
Yep.
Yeah.
Is there a motion?
I'll make a motion to adopt proclamation 25-01.
I'll second that motion.
Motion has been made and seconded. Any discussion on the motion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
On opposition, say nay. Motion passes. Item B, Resolution 25-19, a resolution establishing eligibility for exemption from the Waukesha County Library levy.
So this is an annual resolution that we have to pass to send to the county to be exempt from the Waukesha County Library levy. We do have more than what is required allocated under the tax roll to support the library and avoid that levy. So this resolution just certifies that, and I will send that to the Bridges Library System for filing.
I'll make a motion to adopt resolution 25-19.
I'll second that.
A motion has been made and seconded. Any discussion on the motion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All in opposition, say nay. Motion passes. Item C, discussion and possible action on resolution 25-20, a resolution authorizing a portion of the current municipal charge to be allocated to the direct charge for public fire protection recovery for the village of Butler.
So we did this in part last year to move half of the current the municipal charge that was currently at the time allocated to the tax roll. That's moving that onto the water bill. So we did that last year. This moves another chunk of it to the water bill as a direct charge to free up tax levy to then be spent on other items that the village needs to allocate for. This is going to be offset by reduction in the stormwater charge because we did an ERU analysis this year that increased the ERUs. So the revenue that's kind of generated from more ERUs is going to reduce the charge enough to cover the expense associated, excuse me, with the reallocation. So it's going to be a net zero change on the utility bill.
And then that stays permanent, right?
Correct.
Like, okay.
Is there a motion?
I'll make a motion to accept resolution number 2520, move it on.
I'll second. Motion has been made and seconded. Any discussion on the motion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All in opposition, say nay. Motion passes. Ordinance, item D, ordinance 25-13, an ordinance to rezone certain lands in the village of Butler as I-1, institutional and governmental district under section 54-76 of the village of Butler Municipal Code. We did have a public hearing and no one spoke during our meeting, but during the Plan Commission meeting, the owner of the property did give us a little background of the business. And the plans for the business, they plan on moving it from Brookfield over to Butler. And then we talked about the hours. And I'll turn it over to Ben for anything additional.
Yeah, so this will be rezoned. We did work with Waukesha County Land Use, and they signed off on it, stating that there's nothing that we have to do for their comprehensive plan, as we signed on to their comprehensive plan in 2009, and we can't deviate from that comprehensive plan without going through an amendment. But they signed off stating that the use is okay with them in the currently zoned district for them. So that saves Mr. Fettig a lot of time and a lot of effort on that end. This is not, an approval of the occupancy at all or any type of other permit. It's basically just stating that the village wants to, will allow that rezoning to occur. So then he can proceed with the occupancy permit process. So anything with the building design, the business plan, anything like that, that's going to be coming before the building board at a later date once this gets approved. And Mr. Fettig is here if you have questions.
Yes.
I don't know if this is for Mr. Fettig or for you. There's 3 parcels. Are those going to be put into one now?
Correct. So he did turn in a certified survey map that's going to be going in front of the Plan Commission. The engineer just has to sign off. That was supposed to be done by today, but it might be done tomorrow. But they did turn in and pay for that.
So it's going to be one parcel.
Correct.
Does that change the tax structure at all?
No, it does not.
And Egon is like, there's no involvement in this anymore?
Correct. They have vacated the basement, and I did include in the packet the letter stating that they are getting rid of that and the cycling clinic.
So they're taking the full building.
Correct.
Did anyone else have any other questions? Is there a motion?
I'll make a motion to approve ordinance 25-13 to rezone those certain lands as I-1.
I'll second that.
A motion has been made and seconded. Any discussion on the motion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All in opposition, say nay. Motion passes. At this time, I'd move into a closed session. The board may consider convening into closed session to deliberate and negotiate an intergovernmental agreement pursuant to section 19-85 1E Wisconsin Stats. To be discussed is a mutual aid agreement between the Village of Butler and the City of Brookfield for the fire response and EMS.
I'll make a motion to go into closed session.
I'll second that.
I heard Mark and Eric.
Thank you.
Thank you.
The time is
Okay, Bob.
6:15.
Take care.
Call the roll.
Benjamin,
Yes.
Baylor,
Yes.
Holdman,
Yes.
Kasdorf,
Yes.
Sardina,
Yes.
Tarks,
Yes.
and Mr. Kasdorf. Can I recommend that Mr. Romer and Mr. Zaluski and myself be in that closed session?
Agreed.
I agree.
Vote, so that motion passes.
Yes.
Yes, you can hit end screen. 6.